A glimpse into another world, the mangrove's edge. The air is thick with the scent of salt and damp earth. Mist hangs low over the water, clinging to the tangled roots of mangrove trees. Here, at the very edge of the world, where the land gives way to the sea, life follows an ancient rhythm. The tide breathes in and the tide breathes out. The mud, dark and glistening, holds the secrets of this in-between place. It is a world of soft sounds. The gentle lapping of water, the distant call of a wading bird, the quiet scuttling of a crab disappearing into its hole. What if a fish could walk, breathe air, and defend territory on land? In the liminal space between sea and shore, a creature exists that defies simple categorization. It is the fish that isn't quite a fish, a living paradox. This is the mudskipper. So what exactly is this amphibious marvel? Scientifically, a mudskipper is indeed a fish. It belongs to the diverse goby family, Gobiidae, one of the largest families of fish in the world. But it is a goby with a profound difference, a fish that has radically adapted to a life spent as much on land as in the water. It makes its home in the challenging intertidal zones, the muddy frontiers of Africa and the vast Indo-Pacific region, from the dense mangrove swamps of Southeast Asia to the sun-baked coastlines of Australia. These are harsh, dynamic environments where water level, temperature, and salinity can change dramatically with every tide. Yet the mudskipper has not just survived here. It has thrived, mastering a world few others can. One of its most surprising talents is its ability to breathe out of water for extended periods. Like all fish, it has gills for extracting oxygen from the water. But on land, these are not enough. It has another trick. It can absorb oxygen directly through its skin and through the moist, blood vessel-rich lining of its mouth and throat, much like a frog. This dual system requires its skin to stay wet at all times. If it dries out, it suffocates. This is why it never strays too far from a puddle or the damp mud. To supplement this, the mudskipper carries its own personal scuba tank, in reverse. It can hold a supply of water in its large gill chambers, puffing out its cheeks like a little bulldog. This trapped reservoir is passed over the gills, allowing them to remain moist and functional, extracting precious oxygen even while the fish is fully exposed to the air. On the vast, silty stage of the intertidal zone, a profound evolutionary question is answered. How does a fish, built for the weightless world of water, conquer the land? The answer begins with a fin repurposed for a foot, unlocking the intricate mechanics of mudwalking. Here, the familiar grace of aquatic life is replaced by something far more deliberate. It does not glide or swim through the mud. Instead, with painstaking effort, it walks. With surprising agility, it hops. And with uncanny skill, it climbs. The key to this terrestrial locomotion lies in the pectoral fins. Positioned just behind its head, they are not the delicate structures of a typical fish. They are strong, muscular, and jointed, functioning like a primitive limb. Using these fins as crutches, a motion aptly named crutching, it plants them firmly in the mud, then hitches its body forward in a series of rhythmic, determined movements. This slow, steady gait is perfectly adapted for navigating the soft, uneven terrain of the mudflats, conserving energy while searching for food. But when caution gives way to urgency, a powerful flex of the body stores potential energy, and a mighty tail flick releases it in an instant. This propels it through the air in spectacular leaps that can cover up to 2 feet, an essential maneuver to escape a predator or to challenge a rival. A sudden, explosive burst, a splash of motion on the otherwise tranquil mudflat. This combination of gaits gives it unmatched versatility in a challenging environment. For some species, the journey doesn't end on flat ground. They are expert climbers, thanks to another remarkable adaptation. Their pelvic fins are fused into a natural suction cup. Combining this suction with their pectoral fin grip, They can cling to and climb near vertical surfaces, ascending the gnarled mangrove roots that define their world. They even perch on low-hanging branches. From these elevated vantage points, they can survey their surroundings, watch for predators below, and bask in the warmth of the sun. A fish, resting comfortably in a tree, a sight that is truly remarkable. The walk, the hop, the climb. Each movement is a masterclass in adaptation. Fins are repurposed for land movement. The fin becomes a foot, the tail becomes a spring. It is a living testament to the relentless creativity of evolution. In this amphibious world, the mudskipper redefines what it means to be a fish, one muddy step at a time. The life of a mudskipper is intensely territorial. In this crowded, ever-shifting world of mud and water, a patch of ground is everything. The soft mud is not just a surface to walk on. It is a valuable property to be owned, a resource to be managed, and a legacy to be defended. This small kingdom is the center of a male's existence, the stage for courtship, and the key to his survival. To claim his stake, the male mudskipper becomes a remarkable architect. Using his mouth as a shovel and his fins as tools, he tirelessly constructs an elaborate burrow, excavating deep, precisely angled Y-shaped tunnels. Each mouthful of mud is carefully removed and deposited, forming a turret-like wall around the entrance. This is no simple hole. The design is ingenious: a main entrance, a submerged egg chamber, and a separate escape route. A burrow is a carefully engineered sanctuary. It is a cool, moist refuge from predators and the intense heat of the sun. But most importantly, it is a nursery for the next generation. Within this subterranean home, the mudskipper creates something truly astonishing: an air pocket. The male makes repeated trips to the surface, gulping air, carrying it down into the flooded chamber, and releasing it. He traps a bubble that remains even when the tide comes in. This trapped air is a lifeline, providing the precious oxygen his developing eggs need to survive underwater. Once the burrow is complete, the female lays her eggs on the ceiling of the chamber. The male then stands guard, diligently maintaining the air supply until they hatch, a profound display of paternal care. But where there is valuable territory, there is inevitable conflict. When two males meet, they engage in a ritualized dance fight. They raise their dorsal fins, often brightly colored flags of warning, and gape their mouths wide in a powerful threat display. They posture, circle one another, bob their heads, and flex their bodies, a complex language of gestures signaling strength and resolve. Usually, the weaker or less committed male backs down. A costly physical fight is avoided. This ritualized combat is a crucial mechanism for maintaining order on the crowded mudflats. But what's truly fascinating is that mudskippers can recognize their immediate neighbors. Displays between established neighbors are shorter and far less intense than those with wandering strangers. It's a phenomenon known as the deer enemy effect, saving energy for more serious threats. This intricate social dynamic of property ownership, elaborate signals, and individual recognition reveals a level of sophistication we might not expect from a fish. Their lives are a constant, complex negotiation for space and status, played out on a stage of mud. For scientists, the mudskipper is more than a curiosity. It is a time machine. By studying this fish, we gain insight into the transition of vertebrates from water to land. A monumental event over 375 million years ago, when lobe-finned fishes evolved into the first tetrapods, ancestors of amphibians, reptiles, mammals, and birds. The mudskipper is not a direct descendant, but a compelling modern parallel. Those pioneers faced immense challenges: supporting the body against gravity, breathing air, preventing desiccation, and moving on solid ground. The mudskipper provides a working model of solutions. Its robust, limb-like pectorals demonstrate a possible intermediate step toward legs. It breathes through skin and stores water in gill chambers. Anatomy and physiology inform hypotheses about our distant past. They study mechanics of the walk, fin joints, and temperature control. The mudskipper is an extant analog, a living lens on extinct biology. The same pressures, oxygen scarcity, the search for food, escaping predators, likely drove our ancestors too. In the determined hop of this little fish, a faint echo of our own story, a living, breathing, walking link to a transformative chapter of life on land. The sun sinks below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The mangrove silhouettes stand black against the fading light. The tide is high, and the world of the mudskipper is now a world of water. Deep within their muddy tunnels, they rest. Their strange, wonderful eyes are closed. Their fins, feet just hours ago, are still. They are fish again, suspended in the element from which all life once came. This small, peculiar fish teaches us that life does not always fit into the boxes we make for it. It is fluid, adaptable, endlessly creative. The border between water and land is not a barrier. For the mudskipper, it is an opportunity. Perhaps evolution didn't leap from sea to land. Perhaps it crawled. The mudskipper is a living question mark, a glimpse into the deep past and a marvel of the present day. Not all fish stay in the water.